Hi, everybody. Welcome to another Talk to Georgian live chat. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Jenny Thompson. I'm the college's social media specialist. And today we're going to be talking all about summer 2021 Head Start and orientation. So they're coming up next week. Head Start is May 10 to 14, and academic orientation is on May 12th. We're going to go over all the plans, what students should know, how you can take part. And in just a minute, we're going to be bringing in our guest expert, Aisha O'Connor, who's a first-year experience and transition officer here at Georgian. So you might be wondering what's included in the orientation schedule. Can students join from anywhere in the world? Since we're all, a lot of us are studying remotely. What if students have questions after Head Start and academic orientation? How can they get help? So please post your questions down below, and we will do our best to get through as many as we can today. So a couple of housekeeping things. During our live chats, often we get a lot of questions from international students. And so we definitely want to help you out with that. Today, we're just focused on Head Start and orientation. So if you do have any international student questions, please reach out to our international team directly. They are the best bet to help you get whatever you need sorted out. Their contact is international@georgiancollege.ca. Also, give them a follow on Instagram. They're at the letters IC, Georgian. They hold live chats 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So feel free to join anytime and connect with our community on there, our team, and other international students, and ask any questions you might have. As well, always a really fantastic resource to check out is our website. Chances are any questions you have, we've answered them on there. So definitely check that out, georgiancollege.ca. Just want to show you really quickly where to find a couple really important pieces. So this is our website, georgiancollege.ca. Tons and tons of information on there. But what I want to bring your attention to is this bright orange bar across the top. You can't miss it. So on there, that's where you're going to find a lot of really important links that we've put. So first one, for instance, is our fall 2020 program delivery information. So if you click on that link, it's going to take you to this page here. And so we've developed these really handy charts. So you can scroll down, or it's just the program search tool. And here is where you're going to find every single program that we're offering. Location, year, semester, and you're going to see whether it's by remote or if it does have in-person components. So you can actually go up to the search bar here and just type in your program name, and it will pop up and tell you exactly how your fall semester is going to be, remote or in-person. Also, if you're wondering for May semester, we've sort of hopped over that summer semester. If you're wondering for that, we also have a program page on there for a chart for that. So it's really easy to find. So the one for fall is georgiancollege.ca/fall 2021. And the summer one is georgiancollege.ca/summer 2021. And so you're going to find the same thing, that program search tool. This is the summer one, and it's broken down exactly the same, and we'll show you if it's in person or remote and all that good stuff. So back up at the top of that bright orange bar, you're also going to find a link for what to expect on campus. So if you are planning on being on campus starting this summer, you can click on there, and that's going to take us to this page here. And that is going to break down everything you need to know, from who's allowed on campus, what you need to do before you arrive, to what kind of face masks are allowed, or what's open and closed, like if there's snacks or food and that sort of thing, parking, entrances, all that good stuff. So there's tons of information on there, especially our Safe at Georgian app. You can get that anywhere you get regular apps. So definitely check that out as well. That's going to help you get onto campus even quicker, because there's a quick little screening assessment tool on there. As well, up at that orange bar again is our COVID-19 updates page. So this is where we've been keeping this since the beginning of COVID-19, just keeping all our updates on there. So if you click on there, we always have our key dates right up at the top, so you can see some of those semester dates there. And then over on the side is where you're going to see a lot of really handy breakdowns. So everything from, student services, fees, registrar's office, broken down by semester. You'll find a lot of commonly asked questions we've answered on there. As well, along here, you'll see that we have a separate page for international students. So if you are an international student, you can click on there. And that's going to give you an even more in-depth breakdown of what you need to know. So if you're coming to Canada, there's those live chat sessions I mentioned, everything, from immigration and travel, housing, all this kind of stuff. As well, we do have quarantine resources. So if you are wondering about, our quarantine packages or what to know about that, you can click on there. And then there's even more information about what we're offering there. Under contact us as well, there's a lot of all the contacts there. So if you need help with your quarantine, it's just quarantine support at georgiancollege.ca and all kinds of stuff there, right down to our international at georgiancollege.ca, which is for general. So I know that's a ton of information. We always have so much information on there. So feel free to reach out to us at any time if you have any questions or if you missed something. And we are going to be sharing this live chat to our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube accounts following the live chat. So you can always check them out later there as well. And I'm seeing a question there from M. Carr about, can you repeat the website's name? Of course, it's for Georgian College's website. It's georgiancollege.ca. And you're going to find links off of there for all of the things that I just showed you. So now we're going to jump into some live chats. And thank you. I see Sid, who runs our international chat, saying nice to see these sessions back again. We are planning on hosting them monthly going forward. So please stay tuned. And if you want to chat with somebody in between, you can always go over and talk with Sid on the international live chats. So we're going to be bringing in Aisha now. So again, she is the first year experience and transition officer. And you'll see she's joining us from the First Year Experience Georgian Instagram account. So give them a follow as well if you're a new student. They're posting tons of awesome, really useful information. So definitely give them a follow. Hey, how are you?
Hey, good. How are you, Jenny?
I'm good, thanks. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Don't mind my gigantic headphones. Students have been having a hard time hearing me, so hopefully you can hear me okay with these headphones.
Yes, I can hear you just fine. Awesome. Excellent. So first of all, can you tell us a little bit more about that first year experience team? What do you guys do?
Sure. So hey everyone, and if you have already seen me on Sid's live chat, hello again. And if you're new, I'm really excited to meet you virtually. I am a member of the orientation team. And so the first year experience office really encompasses two, I would say, kind of programs. The first is the orientation side of the house, and the second is our peer mentor program, which I'm going to talk a little bit more about a little later on. But really, we're all about helping and supporting all of that programming to get you transitioned into Georgian and to hopefully make you feel supported, like you have your feet under you and you're ready to start your semester off right. So that's what the first year experience team does.
Awesome. So we're kicking off with Head Start next week. So tell us a bit more about that. So it's May 10 to 14, which is Monday to Friday next week. What is it all about?
Sure. So Head Start is really just a great opportunity to get to know all of our supports and services at Georgian, which is why it is a week long. There's lots of information shared, but we wanted to spread it out so that students had an opportunity to really digest and to understand what supports and services are available to them. So really, we've invited everyone from across Georgian College to come and to chat, particularly about all of our supports and services, but also how they have transitioned to be virtual. And so it's a really great opportunity to get to know, if I'm struggling academically, where do I go? If I want to get involved in student life, where do I go for that? Who is my support person if I need any type of accommodation? So all of this stuff that maybe you don't even know what to ask about, it's really important to attend because you're going to learn a lot of new things. Even if you feel like you know what your supports and services are, I promise you'll probably learn something new as you participate in our Head Start schedule.
Yeah, fantastic. It's all in one place, right? So might as well go check it out.
Exactly.
So what do they need to be able to attend these things?
Yeah, so it's I think it's relatively easy. Some things to prepare to come to orientation next week is really download the two apps that we're going to be using. So we're using WebEx and we're also using Microsoft Teams. That would be the biggest thing. You don't have to download them. It's just the best user experience. They are free downloads, and check your emails because we've been sending lots of orientation emails, as well as the student portal also has a page on how to download them step by step, whether you're using a desktop or a laptop or a mobile device. So take a look at those instructions. It's pretty simple to download those. So that would be the first recommendation. The second recommendation is really just get familiar with our orientation schedule. And I don't know if you have it pulled up, Jenny, or not, but I have mine pulled up really selfishly just to make sure everyone knows. Go to the student portal and check out our schedule. There's lots of great content. Oh, awesome, Jenny, you're the best. There's awesome content on there. This is what we call our student portal orientation page. So as you can see on there, this is the tab that has your full orientation schedule, but some of those other tabs are really great learning opportunities. So again, what are student supports? The technology page is there right underneath. And then also right under there, we have some digital swag. So if people love to be on social media, if you want to celebrate being a new Grizzly, we have some really fun different social media kind of gifts and all that to use on your posts as well. But the biggest thing I want you to be aware of for orientation is as you scroll down, Jenny, just a little bit, if you can scroll down to Monday, that would be wonderful. Each of our sessions on throughout Head Start, we have a section right underneath. So one more, Jenny. We have a section right underneath that says some things to take a look at prior to attending. So perfect. You see Monday, we start at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you have your time zones right. But we do have a section in there that says before joining these sessions, we encourage you to review these resources. And some of our supports and services have created videos, have created frequently asked questions. It's really good to go through there and to check out some of those links and videos, because that also allows you to learn a bit more about that support and service, and then also come to these live sessions better informed with a better understanding and maybe more targeted questions. So if I was to summarize all of that, download the apps and then check out our orientation schedule, because we have a lot of great resources on there that you can start learning about today, not just in the live sessions, but you can actually go in and click on all of those links and start to do some exploring today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I see this is great. Let's practice. What does a virtual class look like? So
yeah, that's one of our new sessions that we're going to trial. So yeah, students want to, we have lots of students saying, what the heck does this look like? And so we have a WebEx set up and we're going to go through a practice class. So just check it out, because a lot of the sessions, some of them are service-based to get you to be aware of what supports and services we have available. Some of them are just about connections. So we have one about peer mentors or Ask a Peer, which is really, we have some phenomenal student leaders who are going to come in and talk to you about their student experience. And then we have some others like the practice sessions that are a bit more practical, that are helping you, reduce the nerves of coming in and thinking, what does this virtual space look like?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's great timing, because I see a comment and question here from Gurjot, who's wondering, who's I think they're sound a little bit nervous about those online classes and the timetable. They are in Eastern Standard Time, as Aisha mentioned, and so maybe it would be a great opportunity to check out that session on May 11th. 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What does a virtual class look like? We'll walk you right through that.
Yeah.
So that's perfect. Awesome. And so, are these things mandatory? Like, does everybody need to go, or how, what are some of those details?
I love this question. So I would say it is the most mandatory I can make it without saying mandatory. So no, they're not mandatory. But what I do like to say, especially Sid and I have had these conversations lots on the other chat, is you wouldn't not go to an orientation if you just got a new job, right? Because it's not setting you up for success. You don't have an understanding of what your expectations are. You're not sure who your supports are. And you're just not, you're not going to be as successful diving into a new job. And so I would encourage you to look at it exactly like that, particularly in this virtual environment. it can be a bit more challenging to figure out what supports and services are out there for me. And connecting virtually and tracking all of this down, Head Start and orientation really help to ease that, to put a face to the emails that you're going to receive, to the services that we're going to talk to you about, but then to also just walk you through some of those processes, as I'm sure many students are experiencing right now. Hopping on these live chats and getting a person talking to you about this is a lot easier than waiting for an email to come in. And so some of the stuff is really practical. Some of the sessions are about connection. So I just would encourage you, if you can come. It's not mandatory, but it's the best way to get you set up for success for day one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, perfect. And I see there's a question from Liz Darling who's asking about OSAP. Is it open for the fall? And I just want to know, because there is some financial aid. There's a financial aid session, isn't there?
There is, right on Monday. Yep, Monday afternoon. We have awards and scholarships. So OSAP, if you're a domestic student, it will all be covered in that session as well.
Yeah,
yep.
Perfect. So check that out, Liz, and they'll be able to help you answer your questions right there. So that's perfect. Mm-hmm. And then, and we have a question here from Katie Shaheen who's asking, how can we, I think it's go to Head Start, will a link be given at the time of orientation?
Great
or
question.
How do they join?
Yeah, great question. So the page that Jenny was just scrolling through on our student portal, everything is already linked. So each session has a big green button that says join here, that Jenny will show. There you go, on each of them. So that's the live link right there. So all you have to do Monday morning is hop on to the student portal and you can click that. Alternatively, yes, we do send out in our communication, we also have a full PDF package. At the very top, Jenny, if you want to pull it up. If not, I already have it pulled up on my screen as well. So there's two ways that you can follow along on the schedule, is right there on that student portal page, or on our really cool and I think interactive orientation schedule, which I'll flip my screen really quickly, Jenny, and then show it right here. So it's a downloadable PDF, but the links are embedded right on into it. So as you can see, when I hover over it, it glows. The link is already there. So you don't need to worry about links being emailed to you. They will all be there on the student portal. So that's your go-to to join all of those sessions.
Perfect. And one last thing on that, are the sessions recorded?
They are, yes. So the sessions are recorded so that if you can't come, they're there for later, but also sometimes we just want you to be there and be present. So if you're trying to remember, what did they say, or what was that email, they will also be up on the student portal for the full semester. So we won't take them down until we're getting ready for fall. So you'll have access to those videos for the entire semester.
Yeah, perfect. And so there's sort of more educational, helpful sessions, and then we actually have some social events as well. Can you tell us a little bit about that mix?
Yeah, for sure. So a lot of the sessions I would say are support based. So really getting to know what our services are, but we definitely have that connection piece, as we know students are really looking forward to that. So our Georgian College Student Association, you'll hear lots about them. They're referred to as GCSA, so you'll get used to that acronym. But they're putting on a couple of events in the evenings virtually. So I believe there's a bingo going on, or a Georgian trivia, and then a bingo going on in the evenings. We also have a couple of mature student mix and mingles. And so if you are a mature student looking to connect with some other mature students, we have those in our schedule as well. And then, like I said, the Ask a Peer we've invited a couple of students to come on and talk to you about their student experience. And this is an opportunity for you to ask any questions to our students. So some will come on and say, what's your favorite spot on campus? Or what was your biggest adjustment? Or what's your favorite Canadian food or experience? So it's really meant to be informal and getting to know some of our other Georgian students. And then the other two things that are available is we have a Cyber Grizzly Club that's really big and really active, and they're running a couple of game nights throughout the schedule as well.
Yeah, fantastic. And I'm seeing some questions coming up about Blackboard. If people are interested in Blackboard, what it's all about. So we actually do have a new student orientation Blackboard shell. So maybe we can tell them all about that. So what should people know about that?
Definitely. So yes, this is another resource, and I like to try to explain to students, we've used them differently. So Student Portal is all about your orientation experience and about student life and how to get involved. The new student orientation shell on Blackboard, because Blackboard is used for all of your courses and really academic driven, we've used that Blackboard shell as an opportunity to set you up for success academically. So some things on there are like how-to videos for all of our online supports and services. We have how to prepare to study remotely or online. You know, what does it look like? What's virtual etiquette? What are things that I should be aware of before hopping on onto a call? We have a fun video on there from our students to say do's and don'ts of studying virtually, and they're fun and it's quirky. And we also have a document living on there of who are your academic supports. So who are those people that you should go to if you're experiencing some problems. So that is definitely, I would say, academic success driven, the Blackboard shell, but really good resources. And again, students will have access to this for the full semester. So we keep this up. The Blackboard shell will be posting some announcements in there as key dates come. So it's really great to just explore. It's just a learning tool. Go through the tabs. There's lots of great learning on there. If you haven't been to campus either, we have all of our virtual campus tours on there. So if you haven't seen what your campus even looks like, go ahead on there and explore a little bit more.
Perfect. And where can people find out more or do you like experience the Blackboard shell?
Yeah, great question. So when you officially register, so this has been a common question that Sid and I have been getting. So when you fully register in our system, you are automatically enrolled into our Blackboard shell. So the best way to figure out if you are in there right now is to actually go to Blackboard. So on our main Georgian College website, go to the drop-down menu, click Student Portal. You'll want to log into there. On your Student Portal shell, you will see My Organizations, and right underneath there, you'll see New Student Orientation shell. Click on into that, and you'll have access. Some students are experiencing some errors, so we do want to be mindful that if you aren't fully registered within our system, you won't automatically be enrolled. So if you're still in the process of registering for courses, you won't see it just yet. But the moment you do, in Banner, you'll get automatically enrolled into Blackboard. So I would just encourage you to log on, take a peek if you're in there. And if not, you can always reach out to orientation@georgiancollege.ca. That's just a general email account, and my team will get back to you and try to help problem solve.
Perfect. Yeah, and there's a question here from Liz asking, what are the apps again? So I guess it's just to clarify, I guess they're not really apps. They're part of our website. I don't know how to define that.
Like for WebEx and for Teams?
Oh, yeah, I think I was thinking the student portal, but yeah, I guess the student portal is off our website. But yeah, I guess the apps would be WebEx and Microsoft Teams.
WebEx and Microsoft Teams, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you for that reminder. And awesome prizes. They get some sweet prizes. So tell us about those.
Sure. So throughout our whole Head Start schedule, we obviously take attendance. In each session, we do a draw based on the attendance for a $25 e-gift card. This is sponsored by our GCSA, so I'll give them a nice big shout out because we want to make sure when you're on campus, it's so fun and we can give out lots, and we're in this virtual environment, so we still want to make sure that we're connecting and supporting our students. So yeah, $25 gift cards for individual Head Start sessions we'll do for every single one. And then our overall prize is a $250 e-gift card. And so that can either be, we've offered it for Apple, but normally folks will do Amazon. So it's a little flexible with the winner. We'll reach out and let you know what should we be doing for it. But pretty cool prizes. And the final draw is really based on how much you attend in each session. So the more you attend Head Start sessions, the more times your name gets entered into the draw. So a little bit of an enticement to continue to come to our sessions and to engage.
Yeah, win-win. Win-win mostly for our students. That's awesome.
And Jenny, I'll selfishly take a chance to talk about our orientation swag boxes, because this is also new this summer. And it's a really great initiative that's also being launched right now, because we know swag is really important. And students just want to have some Georgian pride and something that represents, I'm from Georgia, and we get really excited about it. So we do have our swag boxes available. The boxes are free. The only thing students need to cover is the shipping. So there is a Canadian shipping price, and then there's an international shipping price. So that's the only thing that needs to be covered. So take a look at that. That is in your email, and it is also on our student portal orientation page if you're interested. But I'm pretty sure the boxes come with like shirts and water bottles and lanyards and a bunch of other swag for some other areas that have been donating across the college. So if you're interested in that, go check it out.
Fantastic. That's exciting. Yeah, and we've got another question. I think somebody tuned in halfway about what are the prizes? How can students win? So Aisha's just gone over those. Definitely some awesome prizes. Definitely incentives to go to all the Head Start sessions, or as many as you can. So again, we are going to be posting this live chat to our social media following when we're all done. So for sure you can check out the details there, or just head over to that orientation page on the student portal, and all the info's there too.
Okay.
So before we run out of time, I do want to talk about academic orientation as well. So that one's on May the 12th. So tell us about that. How is that different from Head Start, and what can people expect?
For sure. So academic orientation, typically in a typical year, we would do this on day one, but we know we really wanted to connect with students early to make sure that you are fully prepared. So yes, it is on the Wednesday, right in the middle of the week. So if you have a calendar, circle that calendar, because this is the most important day that you should tune into. This is the day where you will be welcomed and met by your deans, your associate deans, your program coordinator. You get to learn about what is expected of you in your program. So your coordinator will go over all of the details about what your course looks, what your program looks like, whether it's virtual or if some of you have on-campus components. I know that's up in the air a little bit with what's going on right now. So all of those details that I know all of you are probably just grasping and wanting to get a hold of those answers, that is where those will be shared. It's also just a great opportunity to meet your classmates. So I know I even see in the chat, there's a little bit of who's in this program and you really want to network. This is your chance to meet the people who are going to be in your program for the next couple of semesters. So if I can stress anything, come to the Wednesday academic orientation. It's super, super important to connect and get all the information you need to know to be academically successful.
Yeah, awesome. And I want to touch on our peer mentor program as well before we go. So, which is pretty awesome and support for our students. So tell us more about that and how people can get involved.
For sure. So our peer mentor program, I'm biased, but it's awesome. And I would recommend every new student to enroll in it. Not if you can, because you can. It's free, it's covered, there's no fee associated with it. And what it is really is we have some wonderful upper year students who are leaders, who connect with new students and really help you transition into Georgian. So what happens is you fill out an application. The application is really simple. It's just, we want to know a little bit about yourself. What are you looking for in a peer mentor? And then our peer mentors are matched with a group of new students. And what happens is every week they come online and they meet with their new students and we go over some important updates. We make sure they're informed about things going on around the college. But then also our mentors just help in really easing that anxiety of, I don't know how to navigate Blackboard, or I'm not sure what the student portal is, or I'm not even sure what this means or this lingo or anything like that. So it's a space to connect with other students outside of your program as well. So because there's a group of students that are matched with one mentor, you get the chance to meet other new students that might not be in your program area. So it's really great for that social and emotional support. This is what I like to tell students. So we don't match based on program specific because we only have 15 lovely peer mentors and we have lots of programs starting at Georgian. But what we can support with is all of that emotional and social support. So making sure you're meeting people, making sure you have someone checking in on you to see, are you okay? Talking about some strategies on time management or staying organized, all of that good stuff. So if you are interested, our application is on the student portal page. All you have to do is go to Student Life, and there's a tab there that says Peer Mentors. Just fill out the application, and we're doing our matching as of next week. So you're still right in time to apply for one, and you haven't missed anything.
Perfect. And there's a question here too. Will Georgian organize a virtual orientation for fall intake as well?
Yeah, so the announcement has already been out in terms of everything being virtual still in the fall. So yes, it will be a virtual orientation experience for the fall as well.
Yeah, so stay tuned. I'm sure we'll have another one of these and lots more information coming out about that. Any final words for our students before we wrap up today?
Sure. First and foremost, welcome. We're so excited to have you and that you're already connecting with all of these different platforms. The biggest thing I like to share with new students is just explore. Sometimes it can just be overwhelming, but I promise you, and Jenny said it in the beginning, the information is out there. I promise you it's there. So go check out the student portal. I like to share with students, you can't break the student portal. So click around and you'll learn some new things. Become familiar with orientation. I would encourage you to prioritize that. So come next week, you're going to learn lots and you're going to feel like, okay, I can do this. I got a bit more support under me. I know I can do this. And then lastly, just be kind to yourself. It's going to be a process. It's going to be a change. If you come to any of our Ask a Peer sessions, you'll hear from our student leaders that adjusting to virtual learning was a challenge, and that's okay. But we have supports and services available to you, and also you're not the only one experiencing that. So be kind to yourself.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time. It was so lovely to see your face.
I know.
And we'll talk again soon. Happy orientation next week.
Thank you very much, Jenny. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye. Awesome. But thank you so much to Aisha for joining us today, giving us all that great, fantastic information. I see lots more questions coming in. I wish we could keep talking and answer all of them. I'm sorry we can't get through them all today. But for sure, check out our website, georgiancollege.ca. You're going to find all the information there on what's going on with Georgian, all the latest updates and information there. And you can find a lot more information about orientation. I'll show you quickly at georgiancollege.ca. If you're just off our website, you can actually go under Student Life and then go over to first year experience. And this is where you're going to find more information about Head Start and orientation and that awesome peer mentors program as well. So that's going to have lots of information, including links there. Or you can just head over to our student portal, which is to get to the student portal, you just go to the website and then go over to login at the top. And this is where you can log in. So there's banner right there, Blackboard, your student email, the student portal, all that good stuff. So if you go to student portal, this is where you can find all that information on the orientation page. So there's the welcome to Georgian. We actually do have a new student and orientation live chat as well. So you can talk with somebody live Monday to Friday, 8:30 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as well. So if you do have questions, as well, Aisha pointed out, there's lots of really great information down here. There's recorded sessions, there's that digital swag, new student checklist, and of course the orientation schedule. And that's where you're going to find all this good stuff about Head Start and academic orientation. All the links, download those apps and get all ready and excited for the start of the semester. So thank you so much to all of you for joining. If you do have any follow-up questions, feel free to reach out to us. If you're an international student who's looking for specific information, please connect with our international team directly at international@georgiancollege.ca or give them a follow at IC Georgian on Instagram. As well, connect with our first year experience team, especially if you're a new student and you have some questions. Lots of really fantastic information on our GCSA accounts on Instagram, as well as FYE Georgian, first year experience Georgian, on Instagram as well. So thank you so much to everybody again, and happy orientation and happy Head Start next week, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care, everybody.